Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink, it is time for some PathOfExile discussion. Welcome to teaser season for patch 3.23. After a little bit of a false start and me prematurely declaring day one of teaser season to be 7 days ago, it does seem like daily spoilers have now started. For the rest of this spoiler season, I'm going to refer to videos by the date, rather than by how far into teaser season we are, because I think that's just going to cause confusion. So this is not day 1 of teaser season, it's not day 8 of teaser season, it is just the teasers for the 27th of November. That's how I'll refer to it for the rest of this teaser season. There were 3 pieces of news today. One was hidden inside another announcement, and the other 2 were traditional announcements. So let's start with the first announcement, that is the Livestream Twitch Drops promotion. A big part of Grinding Gear Games' marketing strategy is to shoot up to the top of Twitch by getting pretty much all enfranchised PathOfExile players and plenty of more casual players to all tune into Twitch for PathOfExile at the same time, just before a major release comes out. And part of that strategy is a free wings promotion that they run. This is going to be a reward for people who help them in that marketing strategy. If you tune in to the major PathOfExile Affliction livestream announcement, which is going to be when this video is about 3.5 days old, exact countdown timer on the PathOfExile official website, then your in-game account will receive the Huntsman Wings MTX, which is normally a cash store only purchase, and it will receive those for free. You'll need to tune in for 45 minutes during a 9-hour window, and exact details will be in the linked announcement from Grinding Gear Games, which I'll put a link to down in the description of this video below. One very important thing for these promotions, make sure that Grinding Gear Games knows the connection between your Twitch account and your in-game account. In the official announcement, there's a procedure you need to follow in order to do this. This is especially true if you were a lapsed player who's returning to PathOfExile and you haven't played the game in a couple of years. There was a major hack at Twitch a couple of years ago, and following that, all of these connections were broken and they need to be re-established. It's quick and easy to do, but you don't want to miss out on your wings because you don't do it. The other piece of information that came out today was a trade quality of life teaser. There's a number of things in PathOfExile that you can do to manipulate your inventory that you're not able to do when a trade window is open. And one of the most annoying of these is that you can't split a stack of currency while your trade window is open. I suspect a part of this is Grinding Gear Games learning from some of the mistakes that very early ARPGs made. Diablo 1, Diablo 2, these had a number of item duplication exploits that involved careful timing of intentionally creating lag on your PC while you were engaging in a trade with another player. What they've done is an ingenious little system that allows you to partially put a stack of currency from your inventory into the trade window. This is less convenient than being able to fully split stacks in your inventory while a trade window is open, but it will achieve most of the same goals, whilst also being something that's a little bit safer around some of those potential exploits. So here's what it looks like in practice. A player is going to put 5 Chaos Orbs, 6 Divine Orbs, and 26 Armorer's Scraps out of full stacks from their inventory into a trade window. You may also notice that these are the infamous Dangyo gloves, a meme that's come out of one of the in-game tutorials. There's nothing particularly good about these frosted fish scale gauntlets of skill, but they've become a little bit of a meme because of the way that they're used in that trade tutorial. I was quite happy to see this because with Bex moving on from Grinding Gear Games and taking up a position at Riot Games, this shows that Grinding Gear Games are definitely still committed to having a whole bunch of memes hidden in their teasers, some of which might be more entertaining than this one was. One other thing that may not be obvious about this teaser, what's it about 5, 6, and 26? Well, this came out on the 26th of November in the time zones for the United States, Europe, Canada, and most of PathOfExile's player base, even though it was the 27th of November over in New Zealand where it was posted. That's the reason for having 5 plus 6 equals 11 and 26 here. It's unlikely that there's anything more hidden in the numbers of the currency, but the other thing that is hidden, and this is the third teaser, is this Flask. We don't know anything about what is in this 5th Flask slot here, except that it is not something that exists in PathOfExile at the moment. Some people are speculating that it might be an MTX reskin of an existing Flask. I've had a bit of a think about this, and the only Flask that I feel this is thematically appropriate artwork for is Coruscating Elixir, and I don't see Coruscating Elixir getting an MTX. It's just something that's not a very popular item in the current PathOfExile meta. It definitely gets used, it just doesn't get used by all that many people. So I think that's a reasonably unlikely possibility, although I certainly can't rule it out. I think the most likely thing is that this is a new unique Flask that's being added in patch 3.23. As for what it does, we'll have to see, but there are some very powerful unique Flasks it's going to have to compete with. Anyway, those are the 3 teasers for today's PathOfExile news. I'm going to leave it there. May your Varlorbs have interesting results, and I will see you tomorrow because I'm pretty sure we are back to daily teasers now.